Hey, what's up, guys? Oscar here with myself. This last weekend, I went to Rocky Mountains Collectibles in Denver. I played in the case tournament. It was like 290 something plays. It was 9 rounds, top 16, and I went all the way to top 8. And I was playing Tri-Brigade Lyrilusc, and I'll do all the shoutouts at the end because I know you guys just want to see the cards and stuff. So I'll talk about matchups and all that stuff after. So first I played 3 Fractal, 3 Nerval. They're the best ones because this one interacts with all the Lyrilusc cards, and this one sends the Lyrilusc cards whenever you have weird combo hands. And then 1 Kid and 1 Karaz because you don't need them. This one's just for an extender, and this one's just like an extra name essentially. Because you can get to your Tri-Brigade engine through the Lyrilusc. For Lyrilusc, I played 3 of the one I always butcher their name, Warbler. She just summons herself and summons another one from hand. She's the best one because she's free. 2 Sparrow, 2 Barrel Canary, 2 Wagtail, and 1 Swallow. This ratio worked out perfect. The only one I would consider cutting maybe down to 1 is the Wagtail. But it was fine whenever you like drew a Tri-Brigade hand and then her, because she could still get summoned off of Fairjet, and then you can search spell and continue from there. For hand traps, I played 1 Crow because it's searchable. 3 Droll. This was definitely the best one for the weekend because there was a lot of mirror matches. There's Drytron decks. Sometimes against Sword Soul, their hands play into it, and all the like Dogmatica type decks and all that stuff. And then 3 Impermanence. This is it's just effect veiler, but it doesn't play into like Call by the Grave or Tactics. 3 Bird Call. 3 is the best spell in the game, in my opinion, because everyone puts up negates and then you just continue to play through them. 2 Talents. This card was absolute dog shit, and I will never play this again because this card had no effect, and it should have just been 3 of this or like 2 in like an upstart. And then I only played 1 Dark Ruler because I buffooned and played 2 of that. Tanky, Foolish, 1 for 1, Call by. If they're 1-ups, you'd probably play them because they're probably a 1 for a reason. Harpies, this card was also really bad. I should have just played Imperial Order. And then Revolts, because I didn't play Oath because the reason to play Oath is because of Dark Ruler and Droplets. But like this kind of does something like that, but then it gives you a better grind game. And that's it for the main 40 because I like to play every game. Extra deck was El Mirage, Double Dragon Lords, Appaloosa, Bear Brum, because again I play Revolt. Fairjets, 2 Omen because you need it for the grind, and in some combos you summon it turn 1 to go search the Lyrilusc cards. Rugal, same reasoning, because you want to just grind game cards. For Exorcist, I play 2 Starlings. Your turn 1 board, if you go uninterrupted, is always makes 2, so you search like Crow and like other stuff. Robin, this card is Fear's Tiding without needing to play Dragon cards in your main deck. 1 Nightingale, she just attacks directly, so like into a board. If you like Droplets a board for like 4, you just make her and then stack Zeus and you just cleared it. So that's pretty good. And then the Utopia stuff. I did it a couple times. Probably like 3 times. And then for side deck, 3 Gamma, 1 Driver. I love this card, but like the downside of having to play this card, and that card kind of stayed in my hand. 3 Lightning Storm, just against like Striker, backward decks, and then it's good like when you draw it with like something like Droplets or Dark Ruler, because then you'll just blow up the board. 2 Nib, for all the Phantom Knight decks, Sword Soul sometimes plays into it, the Mirror sometimes plays into it. But in the Mirror, it's really bad sometimes because if they play it right, this card won't do nothing. 3 Featherstorm. This was the best point first card paired with Order because you just azethotted them for like you can get like Droplets and Dark Ruler, and then you just flip this card and the game still ends. And then this card should have just been in the main. And then 2 Cosmic. I did not side this at all. This card would it just stayed there, but I definitely wanted it for like if I played trap decks and like if I saw they were playing mine game 1, I side this in going first, but that really doesn't actually come up because you side this one, but that one should have just been in the main. So for shoutouts, I first the store I get everything from online. And then the locals back here in Baby is People's Card Shop. Definitely the best store around. All the people I stayed with, which was Ed, Zane, James, Malik, Dom, Tommy, and there's other people, but I forget the names. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to my Rage Quit guys. They couldn't make it, so we could play the 3v3, but definitely Daniel and Yugi Mom Alex. But shout out to my Yu-Gi-Oh bank Joaquin. He always gives me whatever expensive card when I don't want to buy it. So shout out to him. Sometimes he's the reason I play because he just gives me anything I want. And oh, the last one. I had to save the last one for last because